What's going on, guys? Rebel here. Hope you're doing well. I'm bringing you some super special gameplay on Slums today. It is a nuclear, spoiler alert, and I get it with the M8, and I think I pick up an MTAR too during the later half of this first round here, but most of the kills come with the M8. Maybe I get some with my secondary, which is a B23, but this is a nuclear on Slums, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. You see what I'm doing right here? The typical camp the fountain thing. This is what I start out doing, at least when we hold two flags. I like to just set up shop at the fountain, at least until the VSAT comes up, so I know I won't be shot in the back, because there are way too many directions to watch on Slums. As you see, I get taken out there. So when I respawn, this is the beginning of the nuclear streak. But as I was saying, on Slums, there's way too many directions to watch by yourself. I think we all know there's 3 directions, and focusing on more than one at a time is hard, simply because of how far apart those different routes are. I mean, you can look at the middle, but thanks to the low FOV here on the console, you can only see one area. Maybe you can look over and see inside of blue, but it's kind of difficult to split your attention like that with just the angle of exposure you have. So I like to sit on the fountain, at least until the VSAT comes up, and just pick people off. It's pretty easy to do. I think that's why I'm using an M8 this game. Or it could be I was going for the no perks and no attachments challenge with it, which is what I think I was doing, so I guess that makes the nuclear even a little bit more special. No perks, no attachments, no problem. And of course, using the best nuclear kill streak setup of UAV, counter UAV, and VSAT, especially important if you are using an unsilenced weapon like I'm doing right there, as I blow up that guy's C4 in midair, which probably saved my ass. We'll never know, but I have a strong suspicion that lucky EMP toss saved my ass right there. And I'm dodging bullets right here, coming from the middle of the graveyard path. Couple lucky moments right there to preserve the streak. We're actually not really that far into the streak right here anyway, but would have ran out of time, as you'll see at the end. I just managed to get it before the game is over. So the VSAT's up right now, and you can see that they're all funneling in from that one passageway, and they're trying to make their way over to A. I pull out the old secondary, which may or may not have been a good idea, but I beat him in a gunfight anyway. And now that we're in close range, it's a good idea. The M8 not as good at close range as the B23 are. The B23 is like its little brother, you know, the little burst gun that is good at close range. And the M8 is the big brother that, you know, he doesn't fuck around. He only does long range stuff. And picking up the MTAR here just because the MTAR, what a versatile weapon, man. I'm trying to get that gun into my top 5 weapons. I gotta get the PDW out of there. I literally have not used the PDW once since the patch hit that hit it with the Nerf hammer, and it's still my top used gun. I feel kind of slimy, man. I feel slimy having that gun up there. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's kind of hard to do when every weapon you pick up off the ground when you're out of ammo is a PDW. So I'm trying to get that out of there. I'd like to get some different guns in my top 5. I mean, I think the AN-94 is definitely going to make its way up there. That gun is just too amazing not to use, and it doesn't have the whorish stereotype of the SMG attached to it, so that's good. So I'm thinking it's going to be something like this in my top 5. We're going to have the AN-94 number 1. We're probably going to have either the MSMC or the MP7 number 2, just because those are the SMGs I like to use. Then we're going to have probably the MTAR. The MTAR is just a delight. I like running it unsilenced with a quick draw handle and stock. That combination seems really good to me. Helps me win a lot of close range fights with that gun. Plus the 3-hit kill if you don't silence that weapon is just tremendous, so silencing it's a bad idea. And then we're going to have the MK48. I love using that thing. I use it with either target finder or dual band. I kind of think I prefer dual band, especially on maps like Yemen, so I can see the campers even better and know where to shoot, not just have to like rely on Full Metal Jacket to penetrate the building walls or something, because while you do get a red triangle or diamond, with the target finder, you don't really get an outline of where their body is. You can kind of be spraying around them and not actually hitting them, so dual band is kind of delightful in that respect. So that's what I got going on here. I got a few assault rifles and SMGs, and that was quite the tangent off of the gameplay, but you're going to see the route I take here on round number 2 here. Still using the same no perks, no attachments, but I do have the VSAT. And the VSAT is what tells me which route I'm going to take. I am going to take this left route where no enemies are, because it's safer. and I'm going to jump my ass right to this fountain and get as much cover between me and the enemy as possible. I don't want stray bullets as people are doing their opening routes to take me out. And I do manage to jump on B, and that was kind of a calculated risk. We had kind of killed them all off from B and pushed them back, so I was not really fearful of them being able to chuck any explosives over the fence or anything like that. Felt kind of safe, so I jumped right on it. And from there, I just kind of played out how I normally do. I think we're going to end up triple capping them here, actually, which is kind of dangerous, but once you have the VSAT up, it doesn't really matter. As long as I'm getting those 200 points from jumping on a flag, it's going to be cool, because then I can just chain the VSAT. And I think I get saved right there by some kind of explodey type thing. Or maybe it was the, no, I think it was the Lodestar that saved me right there. I don't know. So, just like every other time, nuclears, a lot of it's luck, man. I know I've got a few of them, and I've posted a few of them, but they're mostly luck. I mean, you gotta run into the right lobby, the right idiots that aren't gonna be good enough to kill you consistently. You gotta get lucky with a couple gunfights that you win. You gotta get some lucky EMP tosses to blow up some C4 midair. But I really have no advice on how to get nuclears other than to run UAV counter UAV VSAT. If you're playing solo, I was playing with one other guy in this game. If you're playing solo, you probably want to run a silencer. If you're in a full party, it doesn't matter what you use. You're going to raffle stomp over everyone anyway. As you can see, I'm at a 25 kill streak, but I am in a precarious position because I'm right where they're spawning. Luckily for me, though, my teammates were hitting them with the air support, and they were kind of preoccupied with taking that down, so I didn't get crapped on by being in their spawn, which is lucky, and sometimes it's hard to avoid. When you got the triple cap going on, your teammates are chasing down those red triangles, the spawns can flip like that, and shit just happens. So, some luck all around, and some decent gun skill, you know, playing with the M8 without a red dot. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but, yeah, I'll take it, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd like to ask you guys a favor. If we could get up to 10 ratings, that would be amazing. It's been a while since I got that many ratings, and I feel this video, this nuclear streak, really deserves it. And other than that, if you're new to the channel, of course, you're always welcome to subscribe. If you want to play some games with me, just let me know. Send me an Xbox message. You know, just send me a message that, hey, saw your video or whatever, would like to party up sometime. That'd be cool. I'm always down for doing that as well. Other than that, I got nothing else to add, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will talk to you later. Peace out.
Counter UAV on standby.